Welcome to Make It Monday. I'm Jim with Amy Sows, and today we're going to talk about how to do double-sided applique. At least that's what I call it. And that's where basically if you're doing like a traditional applique, when you're applying to one side, we're going to do the back side at the same time. So if you are making pennants, banners, flags, things like that, this is a little technique I came up with on how you can make both sides look just as nice as the front side. So to get into it, I'm going to switch over to the overhead, and I'm going to show you what I mean. So basically, if I'm working with a piece of fabric, and this is my background, and I want to applique a piece of fabric on it or a design, in this case, I'm going to choose a star. So I cut my star out, and you can do this manually if you want to. So basically, you could take a piece of fabric and apply a fusible web to the backside, draw your star shape, cut it out with your scissors. Or if you have a scan and cut like I did and did multiple ones, I cut out a lot of stars for the project. You go ahead and cut them out, peel off the paper backing, and fuse it in place like I did with my next step. So this one's all fused in. And I'm ready to sew it on. But to do a double-sided applique, I want to make it so that the back side looks just like the front. Now, it's not like a reverse applique where you would go and actually take your fabric and put it on the back side and then stitch and then cut out the star shape. I actually have this fused in the top, and now I want to take another star and apply it to the back side. But it's kind of tricky knowing exactly where to line it up. So what I've done with it was I went ahead and once I fused it on, I then went to my sewing machine and did a short straight stitch just along the inside edge. I'll zoom in a bit. And I just sewed right along the outside. You can see it much more clearly on the reverse. There's my star shape. So what I could do with this, one method would be I could take another star, peel the paper backing off it, place it right on top of the previous star, and then I can press it in place. And this way I have both stars exactly where I wanted to do it. So I can set my machine up for satin stitch applique, and I can satin stitch all the raw edges. Traditionally, when I do a satin stitch like this, I won't use standard tensions on the machine where it actually will have a reduced tension for the needle, pulling the needle thread to the backside. I like a balanced tension. So what I would do is if I have a electronic machine, I would look and see what the tensions are set for traditional straight stitching, make a note of that, go to my satin stitch, and usually, again, the tensions are reduced. I'll increase my tensions back so there'll be a balanced tension so the stitches meet within the fibers of the fabric. So the front and the back look just as well. And then satin stitch the entire edge. If I don't have, let's say, a scan and cut, or I don't want to pre-cut all the stars, I want to do a little shortcut method, what I could actually do is instead, once I have the first star fused in place, I'll just take a piece of fabric with fusible web applied in the back and lay it approximately where it's going to be, pin it securely, and then I will straight stitch it like I did with this sample here. So here I have it all straight stitched along the outer edge. If I turn it to the back side, you can see where I have a larger piece of fabric, the stars all stitched, and I'll trim close to the stitching line. So either method works, whether you can do like a whole piece of cloth on the back and stitch, or pre-cut your stars and just lay them on top of there so it's all nice and lined up and square, fuse it in place, and then go ahead and do your machine satin stitching. And in just a few minutes, you could have a really nice double-sided machine applique. And of course, we always want to see it in a finished project. So I did bring a little finished project that I did where I actually went and made an American flag. And
Hey, everybody.
Amy's just sneaking in right now.
You made this?
Yeah, I made that.
Get out of town.
And the thing is that by having that technique, and she hasn't seen the technique yet, I have my stars on the front, perfectly lined up, the stars in the back. and only had to satin stitch one time, again, by having balanced tensions in the needle and the bobbin. And I can satin stitch and make my whole flag. And
This
Yeah.
is legit. This is like canvas, like legit, Jim. Jeez.
Yes.
Jeez. It's one thing to make a flag, but it's nothing to make a real flag.
And it's a real flag.
I know it's
Made in the U.S.
made in the U.S. Made
Yeah,
in
novel concept.
that's made in the beautiful city of Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
Holy smokes. That's clever though when you just do it once. I agree.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
And again, it's just like we'll fold it up later.
Okay, I don't want it to,
Yeah, we can't touch the ground. All that.
Yeah, well,
But yeah,
we
but
do.
basically just by doing that simple straight stitch outline and trimming everything, fusing in place, satin stitch, and you're done. So, do you have any other comments, Amy?
Nope, you're good. Keep going, buddy.
Okay, so I hope you enjoyed that. And again, be sure to watch us. Tell your friends about Make It Monday. And if you're interested in more techniques, feel free to watch. And like I said, tell your friends. If you have any ideas or suggestions of what you'd like to see on Make It Monday, please in the comments below. Add that to it. We'd love to hear from you. Even this message just on our email too. Just go to Amy Sews and check our schedule there. You can also find my schedule on the Original Sewing Quilt Expo, as I'm an instructor there too. So you can check out my class schedules there. And thanks for watching. And again, remember, the more you know, the more you sew. Have a great day.